Human Like here again from Van Dyke Productions Live. So, recently, actually I think yesterday, I saw the movie Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy, Jude Law, and Jason, oh gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Well, he's Jason Statham. There we go. So this movie was very interesting in a good way, though. First off, I loved this movie. It was hilarious. It had good action. There were actually some scenes where it got pretty gory. Well, okay, not like full out gory. There's a lot of blood seen in this movie. Let's just say that, okay? And I had to start by talking about Melissa McCarthy in this film. My gosh, she was perfect in this film. I can't think, besides Bridesmaid or Identity Thief, yeah, I kind of think this movie was really best for her to be in. Because honestly, I really liked her in this film. I mean, she totally fit the role that she was playing. She made it so we actually enjoyed it. And on top of that, she actually did some action moves herself while still being funny. And that, it really worked. I mean, I can't talk about this or say any more about it. I mean, she was great. She made this movie her own. I honestly think that this it might be a stretch, but I think this might be one of Melissa McCarthy's best movies that I've seen yet. Now, Jason Statham in this movie, he was, first off, he was good. He was good. And second, I don't think I've ever seen Jason Statham actually do comedy before. Like, he was being kind of serious, but for the most part, you know, he was being comedic serious. Like, he'd be talking to Melissa McCarthy's character, her name was Sally Cooper, and she, you know, her job she works for the CIA, and her job is to be kind of the person in the headphones, you know, and she'd be talking to, like, a spy, you know, cooperative that, you know, they're in the field. Well, and then, so, you know, things take tumble, and she's, you know, she's put into the field, you know, kind of, at first just to track and report, but then eventually she starts to realize, you know what, I can do what these other spies can do. And, you know, ultimately she actually does end up stopping the main threat, and she proves she can be a field agent. But, again, back to Jason Statham, his conversations with Melissa McCarthy's character, it was so interesting, because he act like he's so, you know, he's so dramatic, which he is. He's kind of dramatic in this movie. Like, he'd say, you know, I drink poison, and, you know, it burned my insides, but I still survived, and then, you know, I survived, like, an explosion that was so intense, and I just walked away like nothing. Like, stuff like that he was saying to her. But, you know, she kept saying, you know, you're kind of blowing my cover. And the thing is, you know, he went to the main lady of the CIA and said, you know, I quit. And then he actually technically didn't quit because he kept going on with the case that Melissa McCarthy's character was actually supposed to be on. Which ultimately she succeeded, and he just kind of screwed up over and over when he said she was the one that was going to screw it up. So, yeah. But no, really, his conversations with Melissa McCarthy was always interesting. Now, Jude Law, he wasn't in this a whole amount, like the whole movie length, but he was in a good amount of time. And, I really like Jude Law's Spy. I think it was, oh, yeah, I can't remember his spy name. But anyways, he really reminded me of a Bond kind of spy. Which, I mean, the movie is Spy, so it kind of makes sense. But no, like, there's a point in the movie where, it looks like he has joined the evil, the evil daughter's side, which her dad has had a nuclear bomb that he was selling, and then that Jude Law's character killed her father. So once her father was dead, she was the head of the family / business, and she made it look like she had killed Jude Law's character, but we find out that really, he was secretly working with her, but he actually wasn't working with her. He was being a double agent, and he actually wasn't dead. So. So yeah, but overall, no, I really liked, Jude Law's character was he was good. He did a good job in this film. Now, the woman who played, the daughter who's in charge of the family, she was also in Bridesmaids. She was Maya Rudolph's best friend. The really rich girl. I can't remember her name, but that's who the actress is. She was very good at being an annoying, evil daughter to a very powerful, family. There was times where, I was like, oh, I can't stand you right now. But Melissa McCarthy, her being with, this other actress, it's like, alright, yay, thank you, Melissa. Now you've actually made it so I can, actually bear her and not want to, just plug my ears and not watch this anymore. Now, I'm not saying she was bad in this film. Actually, personally, I don't care too much for the actress, I'm going to be honest. But in this film, I actually she did a good job. She really did do a good job. And, yeah, so, yeah, she was good in this film. Now, for the remaining cast, it was a very good cast. Some characters, of course, didn't get a lot of the time. And, Megan McCarthy's female friend back to the CIA, again, names I can't remember at the moment, but if you've seen the movie, she's the British talking friend. She was very interesting at times, and she had some very funny moments in this film, and so, I mean, and there was more characters. Like, there was one character that he was like really, he was a womanizer, basically. I mean, he was a spy for the CIA, but he was, kind of a spy that some people had some complaints about. So he wasn't the best spy, but yeah. And yeah, so I mean, overall, this movie was a lot better than what I expected it to be. And I actually was looking forward to this movie, believe it or not. I didn't put it on any lists. I should have, though, because I truly was impressed with this film. So with that being said, how do I rate this film out of a scale of 1 to 10? Honestly, for this film, it I didn't have too many problems with this film, to be honest. It was actually a really good time at the movies, and I really enjoyed what I was watching. So I'm actually going to go pretty high and say 9 out of 10 for this movie. Yeah. And I think it actually deserves that type of rating. I mean, even look on Rotten Tomatoes, and it's at a 95%, and I can see why it's at 95%. It is that good. It's an action comedy that's really good for both people who like action and who like comedy, and then also people who like Melissa McCarthy. So, yeah, I would totally recommend seeing this movie, since it literally just came out, I think, last week. So it should be in theaters, everywhere, I think. I could be wrong, but for the most part, I know it'll be somewhere out. So yeah, tell me what you guys thought of this film, if you've seen it yet. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did it meet your expectations? Was there anything that you wish they would have done in the film that they did not do? Put it in the comments below, and remember to subscribe, like, and watch out for any other reviews I'll be doing this summer. As I said in an earlier video, in the Pitch Perfect review, I'll be doing Ant-Man, Jurassic World, and then any other movies this summer. So, until next time, see you guys later. Peace.